Alright, so with this one, I'm going to try to make this relatively short. It'd be really easy to get into spoilers, and I don't want to do that. So this, of course, is Star Wars The Force Awakens, just came out. I really wanted to see it as early as I could, because I just knew the longer you wait to see it, the bigger chance of getting some major spoilers, probably. So I wanted to avoid that. And this is just, this is one of the biggest events for cinema in years. We haven't had a Star Wars movie in a long time, since the last prequels, The Revenge of the Sith. And I work at a movie theater on the weekends, just at box office, and they've been preparing for this for months. It's just crazy how popular this is and how big of an event it is. It was pretty crazy. So yeah, let's get right into it. Lots of new characters. I don't want to go through the whole plot, but some of the major new characters are Rey. She is kind of growing up on a desolate desert planet. She's played by a new actress, Daisy Ridley. Another one is Finn, played by John Boyega. He was previously in Attack the Block, which was really good. He's really good in that. He plays a stormtrooper. He has a really big role. And then the other big names are Oscar Isaac, who's a great actor. He plays a fighter pilot. Poe Dameron is his name. And then, of course, we got a bunch of old familiar people coming back. So Harrison Ford's back, Han Solo, and with Chewie. They have a really big role, which I was kind of surprised about how much they're in it. And then Carrie Fisher is back as Princess Leia. And then the big new bad guy is Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver. Looks very Darth Vader-ish. He's a great actor too. So I guess one of the other ones would be Domhnall Gleeson, another good actor. He is playing another villain. He's like, Darth Vader was the evil Jedi type, and then there was what's the name, Grand Moff Tarkin, like the Empire, the military version. That's what Domhnall Gleeson's character is like. So yeah, the big plot for this one is that they're trying to find Luke. Everybody is, and so we kind of follow these characters to get to him, mainly Rey and Finn, and then, like I mentioned, Han Solo and Chewie have really big roles in trying to find him. There's a new droid. He's going to be really popular, BB-8. He's like R2-D2, but he's like a little ball that rolls around, super cute. They make him really likable. And then so they're all trying to find Luke, but so are Kylo Ren and the bad guys are also trying to find him. So, that's all I really want to get to with the plot. I think everybody's going to see this eventually. It's a really good movie. I didn't mention it's directed by J.J. Abrams. So yeah, it's extremely good. They went with a lot of practical effects, which are awesome. I didn't look this up yet, but I feel like they most definitely could have used people that were working on Guillermo del Toro movies, because he's known for extremely good practical effects, like in all of his Hellboy movies. And a lot of the creatures that we see in this movie are very similar. They're very well done. So those look great. A lot of the practical effects are just awesome. And because you have that familiarity with those prequels and how computer generated they looked, it just makes this look even better, because it all feels real, which is really good. A couple things just about the characters. I thought Poe Dameron was really good. Oscar Isaac, it was really believable. A lot of times they say this person's an awesome pilot. They say that about Luke in the original ones. They said about Anakin in the prequels, and you kind of got hints of that at certain points, but not convincing. I didn't think so convincingly with Luke, but there's definitely scenes in this where that shows that Poe is a really good pilot. I thought that was good. I also think there's a really good development of the villain, Kylo Ren. There's a lot going on there with him. I think they can develop it even more in the next couple installments, because there's going to be more. And I think they should. I think it's they can have a conflicted character, and I think that'll work a lot better than just having a bad guy like Darth Maul, or a bad guy like Darth Vader, who eventually has some internal struggle, but you didn't really get that originally in the original trilogy just knew he was a bad guy. So I think they could do something interesting with Kylo Ren's character. It was really funny. I was kind of surprised. There's a lot of callbacks to the originals, and most of them are done well. But I just think that a lot of the actors have really good chemistry together. Finn and Rey are really great together, and Finn and Poe are really funny together, as well as Finn, Rey, and Han and Chewie. I mean, everybody has just like really good chemistry together, so it was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be, and it's not just like tacky humor; it like really works. So yeah, those are probably all the positive things I want to say. I don't want, this isn't like really spoilers, but they might kind of be considered spoilers. So if you just want to skip this to the end, I'm gonna give it a 4.25 out of 5. But so I guess like the negative things I'll say is that Carrie Fisher, just her acting isn't good. She was very wooden in her performance. Luckily she's not in it that much, but that was kind of weird to see. I just didn't like anything with her on screen. And the other thing was that this is a little too formulaic. It's way too similar to the original Star Wars in my opinion, and that's probably like the spoilery thing. I mean, they're basically following the plot of that almost to the T, to the point of where it's kind of annoying. Like I said, I don't want to mention everything, but I think they should try to branch out a little bit more. That's the thing that's holding this back from being really, really highly rated by me personally, is that you can tell what's going to happen, and they just need to stop going back to the formula from the original. Like, I get it. You want to like make reference to them, which is fine, but I don't think you should follow the plot exactly with your characters, which is what they're doing. So that's kind of sad. That hopefully they'll get away from that in these next ones. But that's the one thing that I thought was a little unfortunate. It was too predictable and a little too formulaic. So that's the only bad thing about it. A lot of good cameos I noticed afterwards. I won't like say who they were, but like Simon Pegg and Daniel Craig, the James Bond, they make cameos in there. They're really hard to find. You kind of have to look them up, but definitely worth a watch. I think everybody's gonna watch it, and they should. It's really fun. It's a great installment in the series, and I think like this is what a Star Wars movie should be. It's extremely good, so I'll definitely check it out. 4.25 out of 5.